Hello to my Aries. All right, Aries, let's get right into your reading. Happy Valentine's Day to my Aries. Let's get into it. This reading is for the 14th through the 21st of February. All right, let's get into it. I trust my intuition. That's right. You better start trusting your intuition. You better start trusting it. Because if you're sitting around just waiting for physical evidence, you could be waiting for years of something. Start trusting your intuition and asking source for physical evidence right away. That's what you have Mars there for. Mars is actually retrograde. You want physical evidence of something. Start learning how to trust your intuition. Start learning how to trust your intuition. Show me some physical evidence of some stuff. Like what? Source knows that some of you all put out into the universe that you all are impatient. That's what some of you all say, right? Not every Aries is impatient. Some of you all have been way, way, way more patient with some of your significant others, love interest. And I say that specifically because Mars is the sexual energy planet. Some of you all have been way more patient with your person that you're still with than you should have. You should have created a very firm boundary. So Source is saying some of your friendship circles. Source needs you to learn how to trust your intuition. Really learn how to trust you and not jump into conclusions, right? Operating in love. There we go. Pink. 487, imagine. So contemplate what will be. So you are invited to use your inherent skills of creation. Your angels ask you to practice visualization, sit in meditation for 5 minutes, and allow yourself to visualize your daily world as if you want to, as what you want has already happened. So feel your feelings fully, see the colors of this life vividly, and allow yourself to wonder at this brand new world. That's right. So somebody is really imagining a world where the love is reciprocal, right? Trust your intuition. Again, happy Valentine's Day. Somebody has love coming across their path. But let's see what lies beneath all of this. Let's see what lies up beneath. Because if you weren't trusting your intuition before, something physical must have happened. Something must have happened for you not come out of that solar plexus chakra. Because the next one up, the higher one, start at your heart. And this pink connects us with the heart chakra. So 4 in major arcana is the Emperor card. So Source wants you to add structure and authority. So you must have been with someone who was a dark Emperor energy, who loved you. Somebody who it was basically their way or the highway, right? Their way or the highway. And then we have 8 with this justice, right? Dissolution of agreements. Like it was like in everything, whenever there was a disagreement, again, it was their way or the highway, right? So somebody was where your head and heart may have been in war with each other, Aries. You may have felt like you were taking the high road when really they would basically there is no other way except their way, right? And so and then 7, which is the Chariot card. Yeah, somebody was married to somebody who was like that. Basically, it's their way or the highway. So, no, that's not love. If somebody's not trying to learn your love language, so what lies behind? Yeah, somebody tried to get a copycat of you. That's what lies behind. Somebody went out there looking around for some copycat of you, right? Check yourselves. That's right. Check yourselves. That's what happened with somebody because, and this is messages coming from the other side, by the way. Messages coming from the other side. Somebody tried to copy you. They tried to get a copycat of you. And so for you, if you stayed with that energy long enough, they projected that same energy onto you. Basically, it's your way, it's their way or the highway. So you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll go get another copycat of you. I'll go get a carbon copy of you. So, yeah. Enjoying stuff go down, just watching stuff go down, enjoying the gossip, right? So you may have went into investigative mode. Some of you all just watching stuff go down, just like listening to people gossip around you. Like, did you see so and so? They went out with somebody, and they got a girlfriend or boyfriend, and they look just like you, but they nothing like you. Like, sources like, okay, it's time to close that down. Bank failure. You're a bank failure. You're not giving any more energy to that. You're not getting any more energy. That this energy right here could have also caused you to some financial failure with your money. This energy, right? And so now somebody's going to be trying tantric sex. That's what somebody's doing. It's like, okay, let me just flush all of that energy out so your head and heart are no longer at war with each other. Calming the fire down because you already know the tea. Yeah. Already knowing the tea. Right? So, yeah. Yep. Somebody was definitely, you know, like I said, somebody was married because 7 is the chariot card. Somebody was married to someone who was very insecure. Or maybe you were thinking about marrying somebody, but somebody was married to somebody who was very insecure. It could be a man or woman, right? Could be a man or woman. But every single time things didn't go their way, what they go do, go try to get a copycat of you. Nope. That's when Source is saying, yeah, you know, putting on a show. You see them coming out of somewhere, they laughing extra hard. They got some stuff online, you know, just everything seems like it's good. Just drama, right? A hater. Yeah. So somebody was married to somebody that you love. You was married to somebody that they just, like I said, just a hater. So let's just clear this energy up. Let's clear this energy up. But yeah, that's a message from the other side. Yeah. Fake friends. Yep. Somebody was married to somebody like that. Fake friends. So you're keeping a promise to yourself. You're keeping a promise to yourself that that's what Source is saying to you. That's why the tantric sex is here. Because somebody was married to somebody like that. It was their way or the highway, and they did things the way they wanted to do, saying that they love you, but it was a karmic relationship. 8 is the karmic number. It was a karmic relationship. So you are now saying to yourself, you're keeping a promise. No more karmic relationships. You are not staying in something where people, every time you turn around, you seeing a carbon copy of yourself. You know, where they telling you got to check yourself, that you're the one that's insecure, that you're the one that's just, you know, putting on a performance. You're just doing the most. You're too dramatic. All of this other stuff. You got to, every time you turn around, it's something, you go into the ATM machine to get money. They taking out money for something else. So you just not enough of money. It's just drama. So yeah, you're learning how to trust your intuition. Learning how to trust your intuition. Learning how to trust your intuition. Yep. Burning evidence. Yeah. Every time you turn around, they doing something. Burning something. You're like, well, wait a minute, hold on. What you getting rid of? What you hiding over there? What kind of stuff you got going on you hiding, right? But that's a message from the other side. Source is basically saying, love yourself, you trust your intuition. You're learning how to trust your intuition. Love yourselves. Somebody is keeping a promise to themselves that if you are married or divorced a couple of times, whatever situation is, there's no judgment. People get married. It's an agreement. It is a contractual agreement. People do not sign up for that kind of mess. Basically, somebody saying it's their way or the highway, and then they don't even want to hear your love language. So Source is saying you are learning that, hey, listen, you deserve the best. You don't deserve, you know, people popping out of the woodwork. But somebody's definitely getting ready to, you know, tantric sex. You're going to be looking it up online. In other words, somebody may be deciding celibacy. I'm saying it's not even worth being out here in these relationships with these energies that say that they love you as long as they're the one that's benefiting from something. So, yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. And so that's the whole reason, like I said, somebody get married, there is a reason to dissolve relationships. You know, everybody's not getting married to stay married to something where you just got to feel like you got to put on a detective hat and you can't even get no rest because somebody out here acting crazy. So, yeah, somebody definitely did not want to learn your love language. And I feel like you all were trying to go with the flow. But not anymore. You're believing in somebody who is, you know, like I said, they're balancing you out. Like they want to learn your love language, just like you're willing to learn their love language. And I love it. I'm here for it. Here for it. Where you can tell them, if you've been married more than once, you can just straight up tell them the truth. This is how many times you've been married. This is why. Here's the thing. Looking at your cards here, because you see me putting these cards out here, the number cards, just straighten them out because I'm getting ready to do your tarot reading here. Just make sure these cards are not all upside down. These are the angel number cards. But here's the thing. just being upfront and honest with people when you first meet them. That's not something they have to, you know, even if people, they give you an opportunity to say, hey, oh, okay, yes or no. Yes or no. You tell somebody you was married to somebody and they felt like it was their way or the highway, but that's not how you operate. You didn't know any better. There's no shame in that. But what do people do? Oh, and there are marriages out here that last for double-digit years where it was, you know, people had like, you know, the ups and downs and stuff like that. But some people stay in marriages where they have no power whatsoever. All they have is a title of husband and wife. They can't make a decision, no nothing, unless it's, you know, something that they have to sneak and do. So you are not on that frequency. So let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. But yeah, you're learning how to trust your intuition. You're learning how to really trust your intuition. Somebody is going where they are appreciated and not where they are tolerated. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, Aries, let's see what's coming out of your cards. But tantric sex is what I'm seeing here for you all. You're learning how to calm your fire down a little bit and seeing, you know, like I said, you're testing people now. Somebody is really testing people. If people are saying they love you, but they're not willing to learn your love language, it's going to be a no for you. You get up and walk away. You're tired of being disappointed and tired of talking about it. You got as much information as you need. Somebody has put in the time, the years, and you're just tired of it. Somebody is tired of being around energies where you just feel like all they care about is, you know, money. Money, money, money. Nobody feels safe around them unless they talk about money. So somebody want a harmonious, sacred love. And that's what's trying to come in. Somebody was just, all they were just about money. How much money you make, taking money out, but every time you go to the ATM machine, something's wrong with the card, the money that you thought was going to be there was not there. Somebody is tired of it. So good for you. And you are determined to do the shadow work. I love it. There you go, Aries. That's how it works. I'm talking to men and women, Aries. I'm talking to men and women, Aries. Yeah. Somebody is tired of the emotional wounding when it comes to your money. In other words, somebody's tired of gold diggers. Let's just call it what it is. Somebody's tired of gold, and I'm talking, and that's not a phrase for just women. It's also men and women. Somebody is tired of people just emotionally wounding them financially, causing nightmares. You're not talking about it anymore. You're not going to keep reliving it. You're learning how to trust your intuition and hang in there with yourselves, right? You've sacrificed enough. No more sacrifice. You're not the sacrificial lamb anymore. You're not talking about all the sacrifices you made and blah, 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 all of this. You're saying no. So, yeah. So, I see money coming in to you, and sources saying be a good steward over the money that's coming in. You go out there feel like you have a whole new lease on life. Yeah, you're going to feel like you have a whole new lease on life. And you're going to stop talking about money, though. You're going to stop talking about it. You're going to stop talking about how much money you have, what checks are coming in, all of this, because that seems to be, for somebody, it's tied to somebody's self-worth. And when you're talking to gold digging energies, that is all they hear. Their goal is to get to the bag, yours. That's it. That's all. Versus somebody who moves on and doesn't want anything from you. Nothing. They leave with what they came with. That's it. The end. Right? Versus the ones they trying to take everything. Sources saying, listen, somebody about to learn. Yeah. There could be a water sign who saw you. They had big eyes, big as somebody trusted their intuition when they saw you. Somebody had big dreams. It's a water sign. A Scorpio or a Pisces could be involved in something. But somebody felt like they had hit the jackpot when they saw you. Somebody's psychic gifts went right into, they saw you. They was like, oh. Money. So sources saying to you, oh no. You're in a very vulnerable state. So you're in prayer warrior mode at this point. You're in prayer warrior mode. Yeah, some people get real excited. You got two energies that's around you that's real excited about money. They could be earth signs too. Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But your spirit of discernment is going to tell you by their eyes lighting up like Christmas lights, Christmas tree lights. When you start talking about money, you got something coming in, some money's about to come in. They say, "Oh, really? Okay. Well, I could." The tone of their voice change, everything. Right? Like a light just went off in your spirit. Use your intuition. Some people are only motivated by the material world. Use your intuition. Know your worth and know your value. Somebody sees it. Somebody thought that you didn't know your worth and know your value. And that's why people keep attracting these energies. So you could be really good looking person, right? And somebody saw you as raising their stock, right? Like, for instance, there's nothing wrong with like people who you look at some couples and you go, how in the world did she get him, or how in the world did he get her, right? Some people would assume that if a person makes more money than somebody and they're good looking, okay, that somebody is rich and somebody is not rich. Okay, she or he must be a gold digger because you can see the physical evidence. He makes more money, she makes more money, right? But it's also raising your stock, and we're in terms of like what a person looks like. How in the world did he get her, or she get him, or he get he, whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. And that's what Source is trying to tell you is some people are only motivated by the physical, and you need to know your worth and your value and stop talking about money. Stop taking my money. Stop bringing people to your house, letting them see what kind of cars you have, all of this other stuff. Let them think you just driving a Volkswagen buggy. I mean, some of those are nice too, but y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, use your intuition, and I'm talking about women too. Use your intuition. See, some of these guys out here, they looking for somebody, so you found your star. Pay attention to this stuff. When you know somebody who's a light high priestess, they telling you the real. They're not telling you, oh, stuck on men are this way, women are that way. We're in human form. We all embody divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So it's just saying a gold digger can come in any form. They can come in any form. It's not about somebody who work hard and got a couple of nice things for themselves. They work hard, they got a couple of nice things. So stop buying into this, oh, they got a nice car, but they live in an apartment. Or they wear nice clothes and they live in the projects, whatever, right? People buy what they want to buy with their money. We're talking about that's the only conversation they have. They can't wear something unless it has a name, a label on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I paid $500 for this T-shirt, or I got to have the latest such and such. They're not even talking about the quality of the material, because you can buy the same certain whatever they're talking about in fast fashion. So Source is just trying to tell somebody is like, wake up. You work very hard for what you have, and there's some energies out here. Some of your friends, let's say you're not even dating somebody. This could be some of your friends. They want to be connected to you because they know they siphoning your money, your time. You're talking to them. You're giving them all of these tips. They siphoning your time, right? You don't feel safe around them. Some of your platonic friends are gold diggers. They ain't talking about nothing. No ambition, no nothing. So Source is like, your motivation is about to change. You're getting ready to stop talking about who was a nightmare, who was a gold digger. You're about to expand your knowledge about gold digging. You're about to expand your knowledge. Back in the saddle you go. Here's the Strength card. I see you being very meek, very mild, coming out of these. There's a Leo involved in something. But like being very meek and very mild. But somebody has succumbed to passive and powerless behavior, and somebody was also egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. Be grateful that when people leave your life, they don't want anything from you. They are leaving with what they came with, versus the energies who are like, oh, no, I'm taking half. of everything, right? So Source is saying, know when to close out the cycles. Know when to close out the cycles. Learn love language early on. So everybody is learning, still learning, you know. So that's why you're not judging anybody. That's what's hidden in the Tower card, is the judgment. Is people feeling like they're being judged by their past decisions when you didn't know any better. Like, how in the world, why would you be under somebody else's judgment when you didn't know any better? And everybody is being judged by somebody. So Source is saying to you, you have found your star, you found your North Node. Yeah. Here we had the Four of Cups. Stop speaking these nightmares into existence, calling other people nightmares. I mean, nightmares and gold diggers, when you could be having sitting one right and sitting in your face, can't wait to take you for everything. Because that's the energy you're attracting. So Source is saying, I see you moving on from, you know, something. I see you moving on from something. Yeah, so that's the good news. You moving on from something. That's the good news. You're learning how to create something new. So somebody is starting to learn. Yeah, you leaving something behind. Your psychic gifts are increased. Yeah, you already made enough sacrifices. That's why you got to be careful when you're talking, because somebody has new and exuberant love in their lives. When you sit down and you talking to new love, and you making disparaging comments about the ex, they said some of these gold diggers will sit there and listen to everything you saying. They are totally into, oh, what you got a 65,000 square foot home. Wow, you travel every 6 months. Oh, nice. You go skiing where? Okay, and what kind of car do you? They sitting there listening to all of that. Because what they're really saying to you is, you don't know your worth and your value. It's all wrapped up in what you bragging about, and they're going to take all of it. So, yeah, somebody is waking up. Somebody is waking up. And some of your friends are the same way. As soon as they get angry with you, the first thing they want to do is attack your self-worth, leave you out of stuff. Oh, you know that you start gossiping, having you distracted, mad, right? Angry, frustrated, because they know Tower card is your ruling planet, Mars. That's a fighting spirit planet. So they're going to go right into, oh, this person has a temper, they mad, such and such and such and such. Guess what? Again, money right down the drain. Somebody is waking up. Let me see what other messages we have. Source, anyway, you got some good news coming across your path. You got some good news. Somebody you definitely not going back to. You know, you're not going back to buying into this. Somebody says some immature comments about you. Somebody says something immature comments, possibly around sex or your sexuality, or somebody could have said something, people don't feel safe around you, or something having to do with musicianship. Maybe somebody said that you couldn't play certain instrument, whoever. It doesn't really matter what people say. Who cares? Anyway, you have a lot of things in front of you. Here we have, somebody has been, somebody is closing out a cycle and moving on. So somebody is finally moving on. Somebody is finally just moving on. Somebody is tired of somebody is finally moving on. Somebody is moving on from a Leo. It could be you and somebody, but somebody is moving on from a Leo, and they are just tired. They're just tired of being in survival mode. They're tired of just feeling low about themselves. Somebody's tired of it. It could be a group of energies though, but somebody's just tired of, all they hear about is who got the biggest house, who got the nicest car, somebody's just tired. It's exhausting. Yep. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. And who is the Joneses? Somebody's last name could be Jones. Anyway, but here we have the King. So the King of Swords here. You're just using your wisdom. Somebody is now sitting on their ledge like an owl. You gain more knowledge, right? So usually you see an owl on the King of Swords here. Sitting on the ledge, now you've gained more knowledge of self at a higher frequency. Is there some people sit there and listen to all of that, and when you think, okay, they sat there and listen, and they think, okay, it's their time now to take what somebody else didn't take. They feel like somebody's left something on the table. Okay, it's their time to take it. Why? Because you told them in the very beginning, but you won't be doing that anymore. You'll be trusting your intuition. You're breaking up with karmics. raising your frequency. You have the whole world in front of you. Yeah. So, whole world in front of you. Somebody is learning how powerful emperor energy is. Light emperor energy, when you add structure and authority to some things and just being in balanced out feminine energy, divine feminine energy. And that's what Source is trying to help somebody, is like to stop talking about heartbreaks and nightmares and get to your King of Swords, where you are sitting there speaking very highly, and see, that's how it's going to weed out these energies. Because the first time you start talking about, I don't have anything negative to say about my ex. You know what, my ex, you know, great mom, great dad, you know, or, you know, we get along, or, you know, they over there doing their thing, I'm over here doing mine, whatever the case may be, you're going to spot this right away. Right away. Because they got a problem with everybody. Literally, they got a problem with everybody because they don't know their self-worth and hoping that you don't know yours. They're telling you right there in your face, if you read between the lines, if I snag you, if I get you, if you leave me, I'm going to leave you just like this. And trust, they won't feel bad about it at all. They won't feel bad about taking half of everything you got. So yeah, you found your star. Yeah. No more disparaging comments about people behind their backs, because that is what you have in common with people. No more disparaging comments about people behind their back, because that's what you have in common. These energies do the same thing to people, and other people have had to learn the hard way. Yeah, so, yeah, you and somebody, like I said before, you and somebody may have been bullied by an energy that just sat there and they just absorbed everything you said about your heartbreak, and I would never do that to you. I would never break your heart. I would never do that. I would never do the same things until they got in that lifestyle that you was offering for them. Then all of a sudden they did exactly what they said they wouldn't do. Wake up. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. So I do see somebody, like I said before, getting married. See somebody getting married, right? And the same thing here with that. No more karmic relationships. Deal with that in your spirit first. That's what Source is trying to tell you. No more talking negatively about exes behind their backs. No more talking about how much money you have and, you know, how big your house is versus how big somebody else. Because when you coming in there, that's what they listening to. That's what people are listening to. They're getting all excited because they live in that land of competing, comparison, judging, all of that, because they haven't done with their shadow self, Aries. And so that's what they love, all that. Oh, they look better than your ex. They got a bigger house. Their ranking in the military was higher. Their kids are well mannered, the this and that. They love all of that. They love all of that energy. And Source is saying to you, but watch, because they live in opposition land. Watch, as soon as they're karmic, because they haven't dealt with their shadow self, right? As soon as you start knowing your worth and your value, and you start speaking highly of people, that's when you're going to see it come out. Energetic pull. A true master knows that you create through actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Yeah, you should be able to speak highly of people without it causing an argument. Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourselves. Yeah, somebody has not done the shadow work, and they don't plan on doing it anytime soon. They just want money. That's it. Whatever you wish, when you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel peace. The world responds to you. What do you want? If you react negatively to others, if you react negatively to success and joy of others, that's it right here. It's a sign that you want more for yourself. That's right. Don't hold yourself back. Expand your comfort zone. This is it right here. This is exactly what I was saying. If you react negatively to the success and joy of others, it is a sign that you want more for yourself. This is exactly what some people have been experiencing. You cannot say that you can't say you want harmonious. You can't speak highly of an ex. You can't speak highly of your parents. You can't speak highly of your dog, goldfish, cat. You can't speak highly of anybody in front of karmics, because for them, everything is a competition. Everything. A little innocent baby is competition for them. Well, how come so and so not babysitting them? They're a freaking baby. That's like they're a mess. They are a whole hot mess. So Source saying, save yourself and run for the hills. For real, they're a mess. They something else, because they don't want to do the shadow work. Everybody is competition, including you. That's the part you find out on the back end, though. Show the world the real you. You are a humanitarian. You genuinely love people. You're a humanitarian, and that's what Source is trying to tell you. It's like you genuinely care about people. But these energies right here, everything for them is a competition. They're gonna keep you in. Combat zone for real, and you won't find that out until you start knowing your worth and your value. So. Source is saying, you better wake up. Yeah, you better wake up. But I feel like you are awake. Wide awake. That is what I have for you. You're trusting your intuition. You're a light high priestess. And looking at your cards here, somebody has a really, really good heart, and that's what you have in common with people, is that when you try to move on quietly, people talk about you behind your back. You don't have to worry about people being shady. If you're on a frequency at a higher frequency, that's not you're not assuming everybody's being shady towards you if you're at a high frequency anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you all. You and somebody have some good news coming across your path. Or you have two pieces of good news coming across your path. So you and somebody, hold on, because I see you getting married, but maybe you and somebody are getting married. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're getting married. You and somebody are getting married. You made a lot of sacrifices. Maybe you and somebody are getting married, right? So some good news. It's either you and somebody got some good news coming, or it's just you got two pieces of good news coming. But you have the whole world in front of you. Whole world, in front of you. And that's what your focus in conversation is going to be about. All right? Bye.